Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, let's talk about this course. Before, it's been a long time since we uploaded the second one. Today this is the third one, and Insha'Allah we will continue this. But before that, let's talk about this course first. What will we do in this course? First, we will try to cover the grammar and the vocabulary with examples and exams from the Qur'an. Sorry, I did forget to add that. And with answers for 100% practice. Well, you can understand that these things will come from the Qur'an, and everyday handouts will be given with every lesson, and you will find the link in the description. So that's something very helpful for you. You don't have to watch the videos again and again, but yes, the handouts will not contain the audio, of course. And Inshallah videos will be uploaded weekly. To support this, please let me know if it is useful, because if it is useful, then we will try to upload more videos every week, and if it is not, then we'll just maintain 1, 2, 3 or something. Okay, let's go to the review first. And here we learned ism, properties and status. This is the topic today, but before that we know what is ism. We did 3 kinds of words. This is actually all of the noun of English and even more. Not only the noun we know in English, it's even more. So then again, name of any person, place, things, pronouns, adjectives, and of course more. All you have to remember is if it is not fail or not harf, then it is ism, because they are easy to identify. Fail and harf will have some characteristics, but ism, if it's not fail, it's not harf, then it's ism. We'll go to fail and harf later. So let's move on. So ism has 4 properties. What is properties? We'll talk about that later. But what is properties? Characteristics, whatever you call it. That means you can say that we have 4 topics in ism. What are those? That is status, number, gender, type. Here's the Arabic term: I'rab, Adad, Jinsun, and Qismun. When you know how it is pronounced, you don't need the harakas here, right? Sorry, it will be I'rab. You don't need it because you already know. So it's not necessary that you know the Arabic, but for interest, if you want to know what's the Arabic term, then just remember status, number, gender, type. We will be using the Arabic terms, so try to remember them. Here, now we are on 3 forms of I'rab. Remember the first one, I'rab. We are on the 3 forms of I'rab. We'll start with I'rab. So these are of 3 kinds. You did this in English: subject, object, and possessive. That's different. That's actually different. We'll talk about that later. Subject is the subject, the one who performs the act, doer of the act. Easy. An object is detail of the act. Whatever the doer does and doesn't, anything except the doer is mansub, marfu. You can also say rafa, nasab, if you want to remember it easily. But these marfu, mansub, these are the main terms. These are used in the descriptions in the web. If you want to know more about the ayahs, then you have to check on the internet. Then you will not find rafa, nasab, jar. You will find marfu, mansub, majrur. So you have to remember these terms. And whatever this possessive, we will do this later. Just remember, something is called the word after of, the English of, and it's called majrur. Just remember that. Now look at this English example. A cat entered the room. Of course, this is not in the Quran. A cat entered the room. In this sentence, the cat is the marfu. I have kept the marfu red since it was same on the previous slide. Marfu, cat. Okay, because the cat entered the room. And what did he do? Entered the room. So the entered is blue and mansub, even though I am pointing out with red, but you have to understand by looking at the color. Mansub is blue, and the room is also mansub. Now you see, except the marfu, everything is mansub. And of course, all the sentence doesn't require majroor. This is important. You don't want to look for majroor in every sentence, okay? Because now let's look at a sentence which has a majroor. Look at this one. Gadgets of Batman are cool. Okay, here the word astaghfirullah alazim, we are using Batman. Here the word after of is Batman. Simply the word after of is Batman. So it is majroor. You have to know this in English, and all these things will make sense when we'll go to the Arabic. Right now I'm just telling what they are. So Batman is the majroor, and of course that includes the of too. Gadgets, that is the thing we are talking about, so that is the subject, so it's marfu, and everything except the subject and the jar is mansub. That is are cool. You put all the rest in the mansub. Remember, there could be multiple majroor, multiple rafa, multiple mansub. Mansub is always multiple, you can see as in the English also, but sometimes there can be more rafa, more jar. It's not that there will be only one. We'll talk about that when we'll learn sentence. So Sarah's cat entered the room. You may wonder, Sarah is not a word after of, so how come it's green? How come it's majroor? So look at this sentence. First let's talk about the cat. We are talking about the cat. We are not talking about Sarah. We are talking about Sarah's cat. So the cat is the marfu. Entered the room, that is the thing he did, so it's mansub. Now of this word Sarah's cat, look at this. We can write cat of Sarah. For example, my parents, parents of mine. So who's after of? I am. And here who's after of? Sarah. So it's jar, right? Makes sense now. And then what are the words after of? Sarah. So Sarah is majroor. And this word room is alone, forever alone, it has nothing, so put it on mansub again. So the marfu is the cat, majroor is Sarah, and mansub is entered the room, what the doer does. So that's all about rafa, nasab and jar, and you can remember it as marfu, mansub and majroor, so that you can learn these things in the internet, because they won't use rafa, nasab, jar or status. They will use i'rab, marfu, mansub. So we must learn the Arabic terms. And if you're like, no, I'm just learning this, then you don't need to remember that. And you know that it's much easier in Arabic. And first time we have to know about the number and gender to know the Arabic thing. So we cannot do that now, even if we want. And I don't think it's a good idea to know about number and gender in this video. So let's just keep it here. No Arabic since the 3 videos, no problem. We'll go to the Arabic in the next video, Insha'Allah. And let's read out. We will Inshallah know about the number and gender, after which we will also try to know these topics, how they are identified in Arabic. This is important. That means our real study begins in the next video. Quickly and finally we will go through some ayahs of the Quran. I have decided to use all examples from the Quran so that you can understand and enjoy what you're learning and see the benefits, just straight cut benefits. This is what I am learning and this is how I apply it. To see what you have learned and how do you use it. Like how do you use i'rab, how do you use rafa, how do you use nasab, how do you use jar. And of course don't forget to download the handouts from the given link, because it will help you. Don't miss the next videos if you want to learn, because it's going to be more interesting that how quickly we will go through. The next video will have number and gender in English, and then we'll go about the i'rab again, but this time it will be in Arabic. And in the 5th video, Inshallah, we will put some ayahs of the Quran and we will check out number, gender, status. This is gonna be really cool. Can't wait for that. Oh, look what I'm doing, all those straight lines. Come on, stop, man. Okay, so in the 5th video you're gonna see what you have learned so far, and in the next one, number and gender, as I mentioned, and of course some Arabic, all the things we did today This marfu, mansub, majrur, we will see them. How do you identify in Arabic? You see, it's in English it's very hard. Even if you don't think it's hard, it is hard. That what I'm trying to say is in Arabic it's even more easier. So it's not as complicated as English. So until the next video, I want to say goodbye, and of course don't forget to download the handout, and if you think you're enjoying this or this is helpful, please let me know. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.